It's Coleman here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
One day.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Here we go. 5-5.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On On second down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Bradford. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down throw for Bradford. And Nelson's got it here right side. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
One day. Hey. 4 down.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey,
And a nice spin into some open field. Touchdown, Falcons. Kevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Bradford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
go!
Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Starts with a handoff to Coleman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if this team...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go play action. Now Bradford. Caught by Nelson. Bradford finding Nelson for an Arizona first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bradford now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Stop right there.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get up!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Peterson. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Play action now. Bradford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Monday. Here we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it with Johnson. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Escaping the pressure right. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
11. Left. Look out.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, the 30. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Deon Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 5-5.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deon Buchanan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deon Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll give it to him up the middle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Marcus Golden in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Bradford, he's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 2nd down throw for Bradford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So he's in for his... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Stop right there. Stop right there. One day.
Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Off the play fake. Bradford. Dumping it off for Johnson. Look at the spin.
Balance.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
He'll get it up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
11.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Room here to run. And down to the 36-yard line here.